Hey everybody, this is Deborah and host of the Flipping 50 TV show and Flipping 50 podcast. I'm just going to get you positioned here. So for whatever reasons, I'm traveling and can't be that hard. I'm the only person in my hotel room on this trip. Lost my tripod. So I've got you positioned vicariously here, a little precariously, I should say. Just kind of bumped up to the lamp. So I'm thinking you've got it. So I'm going to show you three things today. And little variations on each one of those, but this is going to be super quick. So first of all, hotel room, functional strength, it could never be more applicable. And what I'm going to do is take this off. This is for my iPod. I know sometimes people will ask, what is that belt you have? So it's not weighted. It's just for my iPod, and it makes it a whole lot easier for me. I don't like things strapped onto me. So that's what that was. So I'm going to do a leg exercise, and I'm going to show you a couple variations. So I've got a bed, and I've got an ottoman over here in full view. You might not be able to do either one of those, and instead, you might need to do this. So just sit back. So you've got your hands here, you can brace yourself, and you can sit back, making sure your knee doesn't go further forward than your toe. You're going to sit back so you're really using the glutes, but you're going to do one leg at a time. I'm going to move that chair out of the way today, so sorry about that yesterday for whoever asked and said, I can't see. So there you go. All right, so I'm going to start with the leg exercises. I've just come back from a run, perfect time to do these things, so now you're warmed up, right? Then I'm going to show you push up. If you can't push up on the floor, on your toes, you're going to go to the floor on your knees. If you can't do that, you're going to go to an elevated push up, maybe here, or really elevated and hands on the wall, with your feet back here. So I don't have a wall, literally right here, so I can't put this other leg back and show you. But essentially, you're just gonna put a little bit more weight on the wall than if you were standing up. So if you've got shoulder issues, that may be the way that you start just to work, and you may not move. You may simply need to hold it, which is another option. Just holding a plank, holding a good position, that can help you gain some strength through the upper body, anterior shoulders, through the chest, without movement, which is where often the risk for shoulders and elbows, sometimes wrist, comes into play, okay? So I'm gonna start here, single leg, sit. So what I'm doing is keeping my weight on my standing heel. I'm gonna come down, and then I'm gonna come back up all on my own. So down is easy, right? But what you're trying to do is put the brakes on. So you're gonna sit nice and gently. Now this is for you, elevated height. If you've got limited range of motion, it's kind of the third step. Hands on the back of the chair is number one, beginner, or got knees that don't really love this. Number two is right here, a little higher surface. And number three would be this. I'm going to continue with that set for the first leg. Now I'm really low, right? And I'm using that leg alone to come up. Slowly on the way down, and then push to come up. I'm going to do 10 on either side. Now because of time, I'm just going to do one set. But what I might do is this little set I'm going to give you in a circuit 2 or 3 times. And this will really fire those glutes, all right? So you've got to be careful that you're not getting into the knee. But if you're sitting back, your chair, your bench, your bed is back behind you, you've got that one. We all need that, okay? We need that quadricep strength right into the knee. We need that glute firing, because usually this is lazy, all right? It's got a little gluteal amnesia, and many of us suffer from that because we sit on them so much that even though you're doing squats and lunges, you're not firing the right muscles. The key here is not to do more squats and lunges. This is an advanced exercise, definitely. So it's not isolation. It's not borrowed from physical therapy, and that's what you need if you're not firing those at all. So there are a lot of exercises that are either in the Flipping 50 TV show series or at my YouTube channel, which is /All Ages Fitness, okay? And you'll find that it's the Flipping 50 TV channel. So down and up on one side, suddenly what you're gonna realize, I've got a good side and an other side. It's absolutely part of the benefit of doing things unilaterally or one-legged. Remember? That was a little quick. I gotta sit down, I gotta pay attention. Slowly down. You wanna ease into that chair and then ease back up. Okay, so close to 10. I'm talking and cueing, hard to tell, okay? Standing again. I'm gonna come back to the first leg I worked. I'm gonna do a little core here. Standing up, I'm gonna drive that heel into the floor, squeeze my glutes, and then I'm just gonna push. So what I'm doing here is a little standing core, right? So squeeze the glutes, squeeze the glutes. There's no stress on the knees right here. Should not be any stress on the lower back because this guy is working. And this muscle right here is your glute medial muscle. Your maximus is back there too, it's the big guy. But this on the side is usually what gets weak, causes hip bursitis when one is stronger than the other, causes a lot of injuries that occur around the hip joint. Take the other side, and I want you to see the standing one. It's not about knee up. Are you noticing that? The knee is just static. Now I'm pushing, so glutes are tight. And if you've done kickboxing, this is what the beginning of a kickbox is like, and a kick here. And that's why it's actually such an amazing and functional workout. That's why I've included it in the whole flip, because of the work you get done on those secondary things, those parts that we all miss, and we all go for the big muscles, which is great for metabolism, but we need those small ones also working in order to be able to safely do the big exercises. All right, so if you're doing that with me, even dressed in your business clothes for the day, you could feel that guy. Wait till tomorrow, it's like a 2-for-1. You'll feel it then too. All right, I'm gonna come down, I'm just gonna move this. So I'm not gonna be fully in the picture. It's a little hard to be even close enough to have a relationship with you and have you be able to see everything. But what I want you to see is my legs are straight, I'm pushing back through my heels, and then I'm gonna do a push-up. Now you might not, remember statically is fine, but I'm gonna do them on my toes as long as I can, and I'm gonna go to my knees, and I'm gonna do a few more. What I want you to be sure you're doing is taking your chest down, but not your chin. Your head stays higher than your chest, so it should never come down unless you're laying on the floor. Lower and lift. When we get tired, it's the first thing that wants to go. For me too. Now I'm going to knees, and I'm going to come down a little lower, so I can probably have better form here in my upper body, down on my knees. And you may be the same way. Push up. Come down a little slower, push and power to come up, but don't pop those elbows into straight. Okay, I'm gonna do one more, and I'm there. Now while I'm here, depending on if you just held it, okay, this will be more of the same. I'm gonna go here, feet wider now, so I've got more leverage. My hands are right underneath my shoulders, and then I'm gonna go up and down and open. So I'm getting a chest stretch and reach, but I'm also getting a little core work, still holding in this position, and down, reach, and down. Now I want you to hold that right there. Good, now stay, and I'm walking the dog. So here's what it looks like. I'm in a plank, and I'm gonna lift my legs. But notice my glutes aren't moving. Nice, easy, hold up. Good, that's it. So short and sweet. Think of what we just did. Standing, single leg into a chair, or maybe not into a chair, but using one if you need it. The second thing, standing, abs, while you're focusing on those glutes, standing exercise. Third thing is push-ups to a plank with rotation. Repeat, 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 or stop, and you're good to go. So again, I'm gonna put in the comments the link for you to get the resources. I'm gonna list all of those exercises, day 1, day 2, day 3, with little check boxes. So if you remember, all right, here's the link to the video, I'll give you those 2, and here are the exercises you can check off. These are the ones that I really struggled with. Those, unfortunately, are the ones you need the most, right? We tend to really love the exercises that we're already good at. So work on doing those ones you need. Hey, Wendy, morning everybody. Thanks for being here. Anybody wants to ask a question, ask me about what, why, a little detail, happy to answer. So until tomorrow, day 5 already, isn't that crazy? I will see you soon on the flip side.